Marshal, Magnate, Mountie, McAllister or MacPherson with the Canadian Security Bulletin for today, year of our Lord, July 9th, 2012. In previous bulletins, I've tried to educate the public on the diverse nature of our religious beliefs in Canada. I've also warned the public about the type of sexual predator you're likely to meet if you go half-clad in this country. I've also warned the public about the area that we call the Tropic of Canada. If you look at the map here, you will see that this great undifferentiated territory is what we refer to as the Tropic of Canada. I have previously noted that although a road system was attempted in the 60s, it was later determined that it was essentially a road to nowhere, that there would not be any traffic through this system because it did not have a final destination. It was also determined that this road system could not be maintained during the long Canadian winter. As you know, most major roads are left unplowed after August 31st. Also, on previous broadcasts, I have noted that many people who are persecuted in the United States, Muslims, Mormon polygamists, and other individuals have been welcomed by the great state of Canada. But on the other hand, we have gotten a couple of bad apples with this influx of fleeing people from the United States. On previous broadcasts, I've warned you of the dangers of going half-clad in Canada. Although your natural instinct, and I share it with you, is to go naked, perhaps even to hitchhike naked, this would be a dire mistake with the great increase of sexual predation that has taken place in our country. Here on the Canadian Security Bulletin, my chief job is to warn the public of the dangers of traveling to what we call the Tropics of Canada. In previous shows, I've warned that although a road system has been placed in this area, later on it was determined it could not be maintained and was abandoned. Also, because of strange geomagnetic anomalies, we have never been able to successfully map this area, this large area of Canada that we know as the Tropics of Canada. Geomagnetic anomalies, but there's also some other strange features in this area. Geothermal activity is intense in some locations, and that's why people sometimes take their clothes off, because they are too warm. But then they go more than 100 feet and they freeze to death. In the middle of winter, if you go to one of these hot spot locations in what we call the undifferentiated area of Canada, the tropics, you could end up in serious trouble. Although we give our hands to all peoples from all countries that might wish to come to Canada, we must with regret say that we are concerned about what is being done with our hand after we give it out. In fact, sometimes we have given out our hand, and then we've had to promptly disinfect it and wash it because of the nastiness of what we have experienced.